Hello everyone. So if you didn't know, recently my Backrooms video on Rec Room on my channel recently got over 100,000 views. Um, Now that's pretty epic, and I would like to thank you guys. Thank you all the viewers. Um, I owe you big time, and I guess this is part of a celebration thing, but I thought I should read, some of the Backrooms articles on the Wikidot, and also Halloween, or just October in general is coming up, so I thought that would be a good idea to do this, because, scary. Um, Now, everyone knows about level 0, and a lot of people know, 1 through at least 10, and there's 11, which I'm not sure if I want to do. Nah. So I'm going to start with level 12, the Matrix. So let's read this and see what it says. Kind of. Level 12 is the 13th level of the Backrooms. Level 12 appears to possess a simple effect not shared by any known level, in that it censors itself. Any attempts to record or photograph level 12 will result in either a simple white image or a mass of noise and TV static. When uploaded to another device, footage of level 12 will convert into a standard SMPTE testing screen lacking any color. It is unknown why or how this change occurs. Any information including with footage or image data, such as a file name, is also censored. And we see the image. Looks pretty scary, I guess. null.mp4. Level 12's environment is by far one of the most basic. A small, brightly lit, white painted room containing nothing more than a table and a chair, as well as an adjacent locked door. Many wanderers report having entered and successfully escaped the level. I don't know if that L should be capital, but that's just a nitpick. Though the exact method by which this is achieved is unknown and rarely remembered by survivors. As of yet, no level 12 entity sightings have been appended to the MEG database. Now, this might be disappointing, but I'm not going to do any addendums, to be honest. I just want to get down to the basics of each level I read. I don't want to do an exploration log or whatever the heck this is. So this guy describes the blandest stuff he ever seen. Old stuff, lamps, chairs, tables, drawers. Of course, their memory is foggy. Yeah, maybe I'll just skim through this and just say what it is. There's some testing they did. I really hope this doesn't end up like SCP, because if you read some of the things on here, you get SCP vibes, and I mean, inspiration is okay, but when it comes to the Backrooms and SCP, they're not that similar, and they should be separate. Alright, let's see. Bases, outposts, and communities. There are no known bases, outposts, or communities on this level. Entrances and exits. Entrances. It is unknown exactly how to transport to level 12. It is unknown exactly how transport to level 12 is achieved. However, several reports state that a window entity within level 11 can be used as a guideline to safely no-clip into the level. Exits. Escapes have been proven possible following expedition log Matrix, included above. Following extensive research, the escape route discovered by Prov Team Matrix may transport wanderers to level -1, regular level 1, level 4, 10, 19, 23, 25, or level 34. Nice. Alright, I'd say this is a pretty good article. I mean, it's short, it's sweet. You know what to say, short and sweet. I don't know about this addendum thing here. And by the way, I'm not like an expert critic, I'm just giving my opinion. Without getting specific, I'd like give it an A if I'm to grade it. Maybe like a 9 out of 10. It gives off some kind of mystery. Like, why is it censored? Why is this a thing? And why is it just like a simple room instead of, you know, the rest of the back rooms that are like infinite and large? Well, we did level 12. And I guess I'll cut the recording here, maybe. But let's go to level 13. Level 13. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to read the survival difficulty of the last one. This is a Class 2 survival difficulty, unsafe, secure though, but low entity count. Description. Level 13 is seemingly an apartment building with an extremely high number of floors. I think this is called the infinite apartments. Within each floor, there are many small residences, each with a number on the door. These numbers are in a system where it lists the floor, the section of the floor, and the apartment number. The current design of the building is similar to that of a typical 1980s architecture. The walls in the hallway are white. The carpet is a brown geometrical design. This design is consistent throughout all floors. Sorry, I paused there. I realized I read this wrong. The carpet is of a brown geometrical design. I was debating whether I should repeat it or not. Are these things worth it? I don't know. Every action I take, I have to decide whether it's worth taking. Alright, the main transportation between floors on the level are the stairway that are located on each floor. Well, let's look at this. Oh, we can't look at it. Do I have a magnifier? I should. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. A photograph of level 13 taken by an unknown user. Oh, I like that. We have this photo and we don't know who took it. Alright. Yeah, I like it. I like this picture. Alright, anyways, these are the main means of... Okay, let's just start over. The main transportation between floors on the level are the stairways that are located on each floor. These are the main means of intra-level transport because all elevators will take you to other levels, not transporting you through level 13. Another prominent entry or prominent entity on this level are windows. These will usually show a bright blue void on the exterior of them, and they are less hostile on this level. However, these windows are still very dangerous, so be sure to avoid them. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi is present on this floor and available for use. I don't know why, but I like the idea of having, like, you're in a horror setting, right, and you just have Wi-Fi access, and whenever you're like alone and safe from the threat, like the monster or the killer or whatever, you can use like the internet. I don't know, just I like that kind of feeling where you're comfortable, you're in a safe place for a while, but once you leave that area, you're in danger again. Anyways, computers can be found within some apartments, along with many other materials, so this level is very useful for supplies. You are also able to claim housing within level 13, but you should be sure to claim housing away from any clump infestations. If you want to claim housing, make sure to go down to the lobby first. The lobby is on floor 0, and within it, there will be a single faceling attending this front desk. This faceling is unresponsive unless you ask for an apartment. If you do, you will receive an apartment key from this entity. This key can be used to open up its respective apartment, and it allows you to have an apartment on level 13. So, in Backrooms games, I guess it's up to the developer, but you can like have level 13 as like your little base of sorts. Whenever you like go out exploring other levels, if you're able to come back. Let's see what a faceling looks like. Okay, pretty spooky, right? But she kind of looks like a typical ghost girl. Let's see. Faceless people. Alright. Let's go back. Entities. Entities present on this floor are rare. However, these can be rather dangerous. These include clumps. Now, clumps are one of my favorite entities. Check this out. Oh. Well, crap. This isn't what I wanted. A photo of a clump taken on an unknown level. Yeah, they're basically a dangerous bundle of limbs, mostly hands and arms. Oh, I didn't know they're capable of tremendous speed and agility. But yeah, they're just like a whole bunch of arms, and here it is. Yeah, look at that. It's blurry right now, but still, that is a good example of a clump. And yeah, there's another like scary YouTube video by a YouTuber that I like to watch called Efu, or EFU. That's how you spell it. And he makes like Backrooms videos, Backrooms animations with certain entities. It's pretty good. Clumps, windows, elevators, smilers, and death moths. Also, elevators are... There's an entity called elevators, okay. Clumps are most commonly found within cabinets in apartments and other enclosed places. It is recommended to keep apartments illuminated due to smilers and death moths. Oh, okay, so death moths are like the opposite of regular moths. They're attracted to dark instead of light. Stay away from all windows, as they are most likely an entity. Well, that sucks. I know it's like the back rooms, but it'll be nice to have like a window and see outside of something else other than the infinite rooms, or maybe just see more infinite rooms. Maybe that'll be like not comfortable but amusing in some way. Bases, outposts, and communities. BNTG claimed floor 283. Claimed by BNTG. I don't know what that group is. Access granted to only BNTG members and merchants. All entities suppressed on this floor. Minor trading post. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Entering an apartment building on level 11. Oh, okay, that's the city. No clipping through the floor on level 12. No clipping through a yellow wall on level -2. See, this is another thing I like. Like, there's like different entrances and exits. That's pretty amusing. Like, there's no like just one finite way of getting to somewhere. Sometimes you have like multiple options. Exits. No clipping through a red wall will lead you to level -1. Interesting. No clipping through the floor will cause you to fall down every floor. Once you reach the ground floor and clip through it, you will be on level 14. Fascinating. Touching a rusty pipe will lead you to level 3. Okay. Exiting through the front door in the lobby will lead you to level -5. Holy crap. Alright, am I still... Alright, yeah, I'm still recording. Holy crap, okay. Yeah, see, this is like another thing I like. I'm sorry for like going off subject or whatever, or going off the rails, but like these like random actions you do, will have like reality altering consequences. Like just touching a rusty pipe will lead you to level 3. Like that's ridiculous, but it's also like, it's random, it's bizarre, it's a random consequence that happens, you have to be careful not to do it. Like holy crap, that's epic. We are back. I was just adjusting the volume a little bit, I think the music was a little bit too loud. Okay. Footnotes 1. Current estimate is around 1,000 floors. Okay. An example would be floor 71, section 3, apartment 4 equals 71,304. Wait, no. No, screw it. I guess I'm going to grade this level like I did the last one. I think this is pretty good. If I were to give one criticism, this picture kind of reminds me of like the old Backrooms, and nothing against that, but I think a lot of people are tired of seeing the same old bland yellow walls that we see from the Backrooms. Like this is, I guess this is like different enough. I'm not sure about the idea of like a people living here, you know? And I like the idea that there's like a faceling attending the front desk. That's funny. If you're like a true horror fan, no, I don't know if that's the right word, but if you're like all for horror and like you don't want like any sort of hope, I guess, or added, like expanded lore or whatever, I guess you would hate this level because, oh look, there's entities here, oh look, there's a clan or whatever living on floor 283. Yeah, I can see people being annoyed by that, but as long as it's not like polluted with that, and like you still get that alone feeling, I think it's not that bad for me. But I can understand if people don't like it. I also like the no clipping stuff. Like you fall down, like this one, falling down through every floor, and you reach level 14. Yeah, I guess I'll give it a 10 out of 10. When it was talking about like the clumps hiding within the cabinets. And not just that, just looking at this, I can imagine going into like a dark apartment room and just opening up a cabinet and like a clump comes out bullying me and stuff. Scary. Immersion, it's alright. Level 14. Survival difficulty, class paradise. Beautiful, serene, perfect. Level 14 is paradise. You should come visit sometime. Oh no. Description. Level 14 is an oasis. The forest from your dreams shimmering in the night. Close your eyes for a moment. You can see it, right? The crashing waterfalls, the crimson grass, wet with dew, the eternally starlit sky. Even the branches on the trees reach up as if trying to touch it. You can hear the forest whispering to you. You'll be happy here. You're sure of it. After all, everyone else is. And why should you feel down when others are so content? Oh gosh, how do you say that? A cacophony? A cacophony fills your ears. I ruined that word. You can't think, but you don't need to. Aren't you relieved to have the burden of thought lifted from your shoulders? Don't you feel so much lighter now? You can almost float away. Perhaps you will. Look at the other guests lying peacefully in the soil. Oh no. Devoid of all pain as they meditate. Their bones glistening in the moonlight. Don't you want to be like them? You're so close now, you can almost touch it. Okay, this is kind of spooky so far. Now we have a cool looking image of a kind of spooky forest. Isn't it pretty? You almost feel like you can reach through the photo and touch it. So yeah, you can tell by like this paragraph here that this is a kind of a death trap. Bases, outposts, and communities. Children line up in rows. They howl beautifully at the moon, waiting to become whole. You want to help them, don't you? Of course you do. After all, they only want to help you. All you need to do is surrender yourself. It won't hurt, I promise. I bet you feel your mind leaking. Don't worry, we're just fixing a few things so that we'll be perfect for you, and you'll be perfect for us. That's it, let us in, and soon you'll be here too. We'll have a great feast when you come. After all, we want to welcome you. Entrances and exits. Entrances, you know how to get there by now, just keep going, you're so close. Exits, you won't have to worry about that. Oh, supplementary documents, MEG interview log. Oh gosh, the MEG stuff. Okay, so this Lin person said they fell from heaven, huh? They're talking in abstractness. They don't want you to exit. Yeah, this person has like been brainwashed or something. They're telling someone they're beckoning them to come closer. Beautiful voices singing. Spread the word, happy to spread it. You made it possible, many people are happy. Only patched up the hole so you can rest safely, knowing that no one else will have to be thrust back into pain. Wait a minute, we've patched up that hole. So, oh, are they talking about like burial, like burying someone? Huh. End log. All right. Huh. You see the 5 here. I don't know what the numbers mean here, but yeah. So this level is not a safe place. It seems like, you know, a calm, serene place. You know, it's one of those pages that are written a different way. It's like meant to be peaceful and delightful, but however, it's a trap. See this? Look at other guests lying peacefully in the soil. They're talking about like you dying and getting buried, or just like dying and decaying. Because look, bones glistening in the moonlight. Like this is like a gothic kind of peaceful aura. You know what I'm saying? Like death is peace kind of deal. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. It's also like oh gosh, I don't know how what else to say. It's pretty good, I guess. I don't know if clever is the right word to use, but it is different. Oh crap, did I give the last level grade? Crap. Dude, I'm so irresponsible. Okay, I give level 13 an A, in case you didn't know. I'll give this level a, oh gosh, I don't know how to... It's short, and being short is not a bad thing. Maybe like an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Like maybe a B+. This feels like something that I want to get into, but it feels like there's something missing, you know? Like a B+ or a B. But I will say it's oh look, I can go to the discuss page. That's the same thing with the SCP wiki. This level creeps me out, but I'm probably the only one. The elements of pataphysics. I heard of pataphysics. What is that? Toyed with conventional concepts and interpretations of reality. Okay, so it's like a philosophy of science. Well, it's intended to be a parody of science, okay. Difficult to be simply defined or pinned down. Intricate and whimsical nonsense intended as a parody of science. Alright. Branch of philosophy that deals with imaginary realm additional to metaphysics. That is interesting. You may consider it one of the better corrupt levels. Level 15. This might be the last one for now. I don't know. So, survival difficulty 0. Safe, secure, devoid of entities. Description. Level 15 is a series... Description. Level 15 is a series of futuristic hallways with occasional pitch-black areas created by the absence of any lighting. Sounds of engines can be heard from afar when traversing through these hallways. These noises are coming from machines that are located in large rooms closed off by reinforced doors made out of metal. A part of the wall of these rooms is made out of a thick glass. And let's zoom in.
Genocide, starvation.
What the heck?
Then when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, we got
okay, the background music is talking now. This looks pretty nice. It kind of makes me uncomfortable how it's like not that tall and it looks like you'd have to like crouch. There's an empty room in level 15. Futuristic halls of level 15. Alright, zoom out. Alright, what the heck, background music? Okay, I think it's back to normal. These machines range from the size of a laptop to unmeasurable dimensions, and the noises they emit don't seem to be affected by their size. Some machines have clear tasks, which are easy to notice, like producing steel rods, but most of them don't seem to have one, with some not having any front rooms equivalent whatsoever. Oh, they mentioned the front rooms. I think front rooms is just like normal reality. And yeah, I've read the front room articles, or article. I think it's like, it's basically reality, but like it's written in a way where like it's like a deep appreciation for reality. And I think it's beautiful, honestly. Not having any front rooms equivalent whatsoever, rarely one may stumble upon a room that contains machines that have been destroyed, machines of which appear to have been either exploded or broken down due to unknown reasons. It can be theorized that the cause of these explosions is a lack of maintenance, since nothing seems to prevent them from breaking down or maintaining them. The glass in the wall of these rooms appear to have been shattered but not broken. Shattered but not broken, huh? Indicating that it may have been composed similarly to laminated glass. I think they're talking about like there's like cracks everywhere, but the way it was made, like it doesn't like shatter into pieces, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, see, it's like cracked everywhere, but it's not broken into pieces. Okay. I had a feeling that's what they meant. This level is thought to be infinite. However, this is only an assumption made since it might be simply too large for a proper measurement to be made. Well, I thought that was a common theme with the backrooms, like almost everything's infinite. I don't know. Thus far, it has been verified that it covers a surface area of at least 6,080 kilometers. Excuse me. Lol. The rooms and hallways are made out of a white or gray concrete, with beams of white steel lining up against the walls and ceilings. Long symbols which look like arabesques. Arabesques? I'm just going to say arabesques. Can be found inscribed on the beams. These appear to have only a design purpose. Large lights on the walls, ceilings, or ground give an eerie glow to these empty hallways. The only thing that's breaking this color scheme is the dried out blood and bodily fluids that can be found alongside corpses present throughout the level. These corpses seem human, but the manpower inside the level doesn't allow for proper dissection, identification, or removal of these corpses. They are dressed in lab coats, and the causes of death seem to be from violent fights using different kinds of weapons. Makeshift knives and spears can be found alongside some corpses, but no firearms have yet been discovered. Even though some bodies show clear signs of gunshot wounds. Oh. Some bodies show clear signs of gunshot wounds, despite the absence of bugs to help with decomposition process. The corpses seem to have lost enough water to indicate they have been here for several months, or even years. Huh. But yeah, the gunshot wounds, that means someone was there and just shot them, and they just left. Several kinds of rooms can be found in this place. The engine rooms have already been mentioned, but other ones exist, which appear to be laboratories, dormitories. Huh. I didn't know that was a word, dormitories. Kitchens and control rooms, as well as storage containing food, water, or numerous types of equipment. Almond water, oh, there it is notable by its absence. Oh, is notable by its absence in the entire level. Well, at least we got normal water. The majority of these rooms are empty and devoid of furniture, while others have been the theater of intense fighting. Computers can be accessed and can connect to the ILN. These computers are running on an unknown versions of Linux, which is called Avalon 2.4. They are hosting files that appear to be written in an unknown language, a language of which is currently being studied and researched by the Cygnus Order. However, it is known that some of these files are journals, mails, studies, or manuals about the aforementioned engines and machines and their tasks. No entities have yet been discovered inside this level. However, numerous corpses of hounds were found piled up. Oh wait, is that two L's? Uh-oh. Pilled up. Found a mistake. Were piled up in a room that seemed to have been used to cremate a large number of undefined objects. Interesting. Discovery. Level 15 was discovered when a wanderer entered it during an event that occurred in level 10. They entered it only to end up in a large control room, which they used as a camp to explore further. After 2 days, the door slammed shut by itself and hasn't reopened since. That wanderer, who we will call Enric from now on, okay, has effectively been stuck in this level since the door has never reopened itself, and no other way out or in has been found to this day. 2 years went on since Enric's arrival at this level. He explored a portion of it, still using the main control room as his principal camp. Using the computers, he was able to contact groups and provide proof of the existence of this level, as well as keeping a weekly update of his progress in this place. These updates can be found on Enric's personal website. What? Oh gosh. Okay. Uh, I need to be careful about clicking links and stuff. Only because, like, it says, my computer says that this website is not secure. So yeah. He spent the first year exploring the area, and by his estimations, he has covered around 6,080 kilometers during that year. Is that even possible? I almost sound really dumb for asking that. Hold on, I'm dumb. Okay, that means he traveled 3,777.93685 miles. I'm oh, dude, unless he's like some kind of person with supernatural abilities. That's not believable. I guess that's breaking the immersion. Whatever. It's whatever, man. During that year, uh, the second year was dedicated to looking into the files and technology more in depth, but sadly, no breakthrough allowing him to exit this level was made during these researches. His mental well-being has been one of our prime concerns during all this time. Okay, so, once again, just like Async, it's not like a stereotypical corrupt organization. That's good. Thanks to the constant availability of the ILN, we were able to stay in contact with Enric and provide him with books, music, games, and other distractions that will allow him to set his isolation aside for some hours. We were also able to make contact with his family on level 11. Okay. Overall, he seems to have coped well enough with the situation, but he has still requested to be followed by one of our psychiatrists to make sure that he remains sound of mind throughout the time he is spending on this level. Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird detail, like, about his family and stuff, like, at least, like, on the discovery section. Like, I don't know. Bases, outposts, and communities. The only known base on this level is Enric's, which has been set up inside of a large control room and has existed for around 2 years as of now. Traces of other camps have been found while exploring this level, but they were all abandoned and seem to have been made by the persons that can be found dead all around this level. No other traces of wanderers have been found thus far. Entrances and exits. It's extremely hard to get into and out of level 15. Only 2 ways in and out have been recorded as of 14/12/2021. The first one is accessible. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. Oh gosh. The first one is accessible only during an event that has only occurred once during the recorded history of the Backrooms. A large wall made out of the same materials and of a similar design as of the one from the inside of level 15 appeared inside of level 10. It stretched out into the distance without a visible end. Okay then. I think level 10 is the almond field. Enric was, as far as we are aware, the only one discovering a door that led into the level without preparation or contact with any group. The wall disappeared 2 days later, trapping him inside. Okay, so we got like more anomalous stuff going on. More reality breaking occurrences. However, some documents found by Enric into computers across this level allow us to theorize some sort of explanation for that phenomenon. A recording of one of the scanners can be accessed on the terminals found in this level. Terminals found in this level can be displayed under these lines. Oh, that's cool. They have like a little animation thing. What is that? All the devices kept displaying these scans are consistent on the level. They're all showing the same thing at any given time. Different objects will appear and cross the screen, and some are linked with the green lines. But when two shapes overlap each other, they're highlighted in green. Most of these objects are moving at a constant rate across the screen, and only a few of them have been seen accelerating or slowing down. No orange line has been seen changing during their time on screen. The only shapes that have stayed immobile for over 2 years that Enric looked at them are the center one and the small circle located on the right part of the screen. Okay, so this, right? This is neat. This is very neat. Uh, the first theory is that level 15 used to be a space station and that these objects were moving around it. This theory is elegant. Okay, that's a strange word to use. Maybe. At first, because of the aesthetics of the radar, which closely resembles those found in spacecraft. Okay. However, this theory still leaves a lot of questions unanswered. What are those links? Why do objects cross each other without being highlighted in such a way? Why isn't the small circle having a trajectory? Furthermore, the trajectories of some of these objects are strongly not matching the ones of objects that would be in space. How would you know? This is the backrooms, nothing makes sense. A second theory attempts to link this radar, including its scan, with the event of the apparition of the wall in level 10. It says that the objects displayed on the screen are levels, yes, and that the green lines are the connections that wanderers can use to travel across these levels. Yes, I think that's the correct one. Either through no clip or doors which allow for access to a new place, and that when shapes overlap it means that two levels have collided into each other. Yes, I think that's what happened. Resulting in levels no clipping into each other, making parts of said levels appear in one another. Something that is still unsure is that if this radar is merely a simulation, or if these levels are moving across a flat plane. Alright, so yeah, it's adding like mystery to the whole backrooms. This theory was strongly supported when Enric was able to find what appears to be another exit, presumably to exit level 15, one that could be represented in the radar by a green line going across the center of onto the small circle onto the right of the screen. It's theorized that this green line is linked to a strange room that was found 2 hours away from the main camp. That room has an appearance identical? You mean identical? To the ones that contain engines and can be found throughout the level, but it has a notable difference that cannot be found elsewhere. All of the engines of the rooms appear to be missing, and a door frame leading to what appears to be the empty void of space can be found in the back of it. Interesting. Alright, so 2 hours away from the main camp. Identical to the ones that contain engines. Huh. Okay, that's a strange room. Okay. That door frame glows a soft white light and appears out of this world, if it means anything in the back rooms. Nice. And doesn't have a door in it. What's beyond the frame is looking at a night sky, distant luminous dots can be observed. Stars. A large sphere of clear blue light can be observed in its center. It appears still and suspected to be a star. Yeah, it's a blue star. Those are real. More observations are needed to be able to identify more information about it. They call it a miniature star. Thankfully, the strong reinforced door leading into the room itself seems intact, preventing a depressurization of level 15. Despite this, Enric was asked to spend as little time as possible in this area, as it may be possible for this object to have irradiated the surroundings. While this seems to be a new way a way to enter a new undocumented level, it is not viable to attempt exploring it. We are currently hoping for another event where level 15 could be accessed from somewhere else to be able to get Enric out of this place. Wait, so you mean he didn't exit the place yet, or I thought he was able to exit. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna go off the bat here. In the discovery section, I think it's weird, like how they kind of went into detail. Like, oh, we have psychiatrists helping him. Um, we have, we told his family he's gonna be okay. I thought that was weird. Um, but other than that, like this article is neat. I love this thing as like a of course has its pictures, which I think in almost every Backrooms level you need at least one or two pictures to show what's going on. Um, you'd think it'd be boring without like any entities here, but there's like things that create mystery. There's like those machines creating stuff. I think it goes like a little bit out of proportion with it, like with the machines being either small as a laptop or like extremely big. Um, but I don't know. This is pretty good in my opinion. Um, Once again, I'm not an expert writer, but you can kind of see like amateurish writing in here. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have said it because I can't really think of an example. Okay, like there's these questions here. What are those links? Why do objects, like it's asking these questions. Oh gosh, I had a voice crack just a couple seconds ago. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this could have been worded better, but I feel like I'm just nitpicking at this point. Or that's what I've been doing. Um, but yeah, the ending here with like the miniature blue star and vacuum of space and stuff like that. I don't know, that's like one of the cherries on top. I was gonna give this a level like a B, but I think it's gonna be a normal A. I don't think I'm ever gonna do an A plus because like I don't think like nothing's gonna be perfect. Like there's always gonna be something that I don't really like about a level, or oh, it's leaving a lot to be desired. Oh, speaking of which, the machines in this level, I feel like they could have had more potential used. Like, oh, these machines, they create steel rods, right, for building, but these other machines do something and we don't know what it does. I feel like you could have done more with that. I like the computers running on like an unknown version of Linux. And like the theory about this being a space station, and the theories about this radar thing. I don't know, it's like, it gives me like a science fiction vibe, so I really like that. So yeah, it gets an A. Footnotes: you can find out more about this value in the discovery part of this article. Interlevels network are equivalent to the internet in the front rooms. Oh, okay, interlevels network, I didn't know about that. More about this in the entrances and exits section of this article. This visual style of these documents have later been used by a wanderer to make this theme for this website. Oh gosh, I don't. Yeah, I shouldn't. I shouldn't click the links. Um, discussion. Looks good overall. All right, to preface this critique, I'm going to note. Alright, I'm just going to skim. Well, not skim through it, but I'm losing my voice. I'm going to have to read in my mind. Comment I'm going to make on the story that doesn't necessarily have a purpose. Enric is cool, I suppose, at least, but he does nothing particularly interesting. He gets stuck and now survives and gets evaluated through a computer. I mean, he explored the level, right? I mean, I guess he's the one who discovered like the bodies in there. but I guess it doesn't like specifically say that. Maybe I'm not sure, but um, now style and tone. These pieces struggle to find an identity between purely clinical and philosophical philosoph philosoph philos phil philosophical philosophically intrigued. Ugh! Alright, they're saying it's boring. Oh yeah, I don't mean to like expose people, like to show their usernames. I'm not trying to like, you know, have them be exposed or witch hunted or anything. Please don't like go harassing these people. um, hey, I know you know the lab. More in-depth description of a lab. Part about bodies is thrown for what? Unless I'm missing something, which I won't deny the possibility. Bodies part is just mentioned for a mystery with no tail. Okay, so it's saying like they're introducing something and not having like something that picks up on the end. That's kind of a hard thing to do. Like when you include something in a story and in your head you know what it means, but you're trying to like have it vague enough for it to be a mystery, but you need to give enough clues for it to, you know, so the reader can piece together whatever you're trying to say. Perhaps a metaphor was present within the complex graph, but despite it, I didn't find it. Now, back to tone. The second part of this piece, arguably the portion which would have benefited most from clinical tone, is pretty absent of it. Everything in section 2 feels unprofessional for what it is confronting. This wouldn't be a flaw in itself. People are unaware of what exactly they are looking at. They tend to write as they speak, which honestly sounds like how this sounds. The tone shift isn't necessarily justified in piece in making this read unsatisfying. If the tones were switched and start off informal, then went techno. Oh, okay, techno babble. I thought they said technoblade. What the heck? Rest in peace to technoblade, by the way. It would have honestly been so much better if the tones were switched and started off informal. Then when techno babble arose, it became irate. Huh. This piece is weird for me because when I know something, it makes me feel dumbed down to know the stuff I already know. Yet when there's stuff that's being higher up on comprehension, suddenly I feel like I'm standing up to an idiot who knows little to nothing. It's strange, I don't like it. That's our lamp. I can't comment on content itself, but writing alone justifies my position. Oh, they did it. They did a downvote. Sussy, hope Enric is okay. Clunky writing in parts and conceptual elements that lead nowhere makes this a downvote for me. So it's not liked very well. Huh. It has 49 upvotes, which might be low. But yeah, after reading the criticisms, I guess I don't know. If I were to lower the grade, I would just give it like a B plus. But I can kind of understand the criticisms, but I don't know. Maybe I'm going too easy on these articles, but I'll give it an A minus. What about that? I'll give it an A minus. But anyways, this video has been going on for too long. Yeah, please have a good night or day whenever you're watching this. Once again, thank you for 100,000 views on my Rec Room video of the Backrooms all seeing. Shout out to the creators of that game. Oh, Oz Key Inc. Yeah, shout out to Oz Key Inc. I'm glad I looked that up. Alright. Have a good night or a day. And, yeah.